Hey friends, I'm Mel and welcome to my kitchen. We're not exactly in the kitchen right now. If you're interested in what's going on, stay till the end. I'll fill you in. But I have 3 no fuss and no fail Easter recipes for you. You are going to love them. Wanted you to have them in plenty of time to get ready for next week's big Easter dinner. I've got 2 sides. One of them is from one of you guys, and a dessert that's going to knock your socks off. So let's get these no fuss, no fail Easter recipes going. Today we're going to make a broccoli macaroni and cheese. This recipe is from EJ. He's all the time sending me pictures of things he's seen on here that he's made, and he has great recipes that he sends me too, and I couldn't wait to try this one. I'm also going to add a little bit of chicken that I had already cooked up and had that in the freezer. I pulled it out, and I'm going to add that in mine. We'll start by bringing a big pot of salted water to a boil. I'm going to use rotini pasta, and I'm just going to half the amount of this. I'm going to make this just a little bit smaller, so I'm going to use 8 ounces of rotini pasta. Right into this same pot, I'm going to put in a bag of frozen broccoli florets, and this bag was about 10 ounces. And we're going to cook these up together. We're just going to cook it until our noodles are al dente. Once that's cooked up, we're just going to drain it off and return it to the pot. Another great thing about this is you're just going to mix everything here in this one pot. I'm going to start with 2 ounces of grated Parmesan cheese. I'm just using this kind in the green can. I'm going to mix in about a cup of sharp cheddar cheese. I'm going to use about 8 ounces of sour cream. And it calls for some cottage cheese. And I'm going to use maybe a little bit more than a cup of this. And I will have EJ's recipe exactly as he gave it to me down in the description box for you. Not going to put any salt in here because all these cheeses are pretty salty, but I'm going to put a fair amount of black pepper, and I'm going to sprinkle in a little bit of onion powder. I think that would be good, especially since I'm going to put that chicken in, and a little bit of garlic powder. Let's add that chicken that came out of the freezer. It's all thawed out, and just mix all of this up. Casseroles are so forgiving, and this is a big one. We're going to use this like a main dish tonight. This would be perfect with or without this chicken. And this is great for your Easter table. I mean, this is like half of the recipe that he called for. This would go a long way for a big yummy side dish with just the broccoli and the macaroni and cheese. Great for Easter. Great for any night, really. And I just decided on the fly here, this is a 16-ounce container of cottage cheese, and I'm just going to go ahead and put all that in there. I was just going to have just a smidgen left, so really, what am I going to do with that little bit of cottage cheese? We don't really just eat it, so let's just put it in, and it really looks like it's made this mixture a lot more moist and gooey looking. Now I've got my casserole dish greased. This pot is so heavy. I'm going to dump it all out in here, spread her out. Now I'm just going to take another cup of cheese and sprinkle it all over the top. I decided to do something last minute. I melted probably about half a stick of butter, and I'm just going to take some panko breadcrumbs, and I'm going to make a little buttery, crumbly mixture to bake up on top of this. Now let's put this bad boy back in the oven, cook it up, 375. We'll check it at 30 minutes. Look how beautiful this turned out.
I'm so glad that I decided to put a crunchy topping on it. The panko was great, but you could use any breadcrumbs or just Ritz crackers with some butter on them, or even a stuffing mix if you wanted to, or none at all. But it really took it over the top for me. And I think that boiling the pasta and the broccoli together really made that broccoli flavor come like all the way through this dish. It was so good. And the cottage cheese just gave it a really creamy texture. It was just so good. We loved it. And I loved adding the chicken. And I got to thinking, you could put any veggies in here that you wanted. It was beautiful and so delicious. Thank you, EJ, so much for sharing this. I think that this broccoli mac and cheese makes a perfect addition to any Easter table or really any weeknight dinner table. It's just so easy and good. Now we're going to make us a loaded potato salad, and the first thing I'm going to do is get my eggs boiled. I like to just cover mine with water, and as soon as they come to a rolling boil, I put a lid on them, leave them on the stove eye, but I turn them off. Set a timer for 19 minutes. When that timer goes off, I just run some cool water over them. I'll peel them immediately, and they always do up perfect. I'm also going to go ahead and dice up about 4 medium-sized potatoes. These had a real thin skin, so I didn't even peel them. And I'm just boiling them until they're fork tender. And while they're cooking, I'm going to chop up 2 green onions and about 6 pieces of bacon, and I'm just giving it a rough chop. I don't want it in little bitty tiny pieces. I want a little bit of a bigger piece to them. And my eggs are all done. Look how good they cook up. It's just a perfect hard-boiled egg in my opinion. That's how I like them. And I'm just giving them a real rough chop. I did try to get fancy with 1 egg here and kind of slice it. I was going to decorate with it, but that didn't really work out for me.
This is a little tip you may or may not find useful, but I like these strainers that have a handle and have this little hook right here. This fits perfectly on, I believe this is a 3-quart saucepan. But one of the things about potato salad is you want your potatoes to be very well drained. Shaking some water out. So once I drain them off, I just put them right back over that hot pot there, while it's still warm, and it kind of helps dry them out a little bit. While our potatoes are getting dried out, we're going to crack open a brand new bottle of Duke's today. See, I got to open it. Pulling out all the good stuff. And I'm eyeballing about 1.5 cups of Duke's mayonnaise in here. I'm going to squirt in 2 good-sized tablespoons of just regular yellow mustard. We're going to use 1/2 teaspoon of all of our favorites: salt, pepper, garlic powder, and paprika. I'm going to give that a quick little mix. Now I'm going to put in the bacon. This was about 6 strips, and I'm going to leave a little bit of it here, to garnish the top. Same thing with our green onion. We'll leave just a little bit of that out too. And going in with 3 of those hard-boiled eggs. Let's just give that a quick little stir. And here come the beautiful potatoes. And I try to do this about, half the potatoes at a time. They mix really good when they're warm like this. This just makes it even a little bit easier. And you noticed I did not peel them, and that's fine. I love them like that, and you'll have some of the potatoes come off in here, but you know what? That's just more of our rustic beauty there. And it's fine to have the peels in here. That way when your kids eat it, you can tell them, Mama didn't get this done at Walmart, kids. Mama went all out for Easter. I love the color of this. I can't wait to get everything incorporated and try it, because I always make just a regular potato salad with the mayonnaise, mustard, and pickle relish. And this loaded potato salad just really sounded good. Try to make the top of it pretty with some additional green onion, Some of that extra bacon. Oh my goodness. And I just ended up chopping this egg. I wanted it to be like sliced, all pretty, but y'all know me. Oh, this is pretty. Okay. I love my potato salad, like after it's been made and it comes out of the fridge cold. I love that. But you know what I like even more? When you first make it and it's warm and you get that first little bite. I love that. So let's see. I've got potato, egg, bacon. I've got it all. Let's try it. That's a big bite. Y'all, I'm dead. I'm dead. That's so good. I didn't think I could like anything more than a classic potato salad. I'm going to have to get me another little bite. I'll use the other end. Oh my gosh, you got to try it. If you love a baked potato, you're going to love this. I can't wait for Patrick to get home and try this.
You know, every Easter table's got to have a potato salad, and this one was a winner. Very different from what I usually make, and we all loved it. It's perfect for any potluck and especially a family dinner, but I see me making this all summer long for cookouts and picnics.
I am excited to make banana pudding today. I'm going to use my regular recipe, which has a little bit of a twist, but we are taking this one step further. I can't wait to try it. We're going to start with 2 boxes of instant vanilla pudding, just a small 3.4 ounce size. We're going to stir in 3 cups of cold milk. You can definitely use your hand mixer for this, but I just prefer to do it by hand with a whisk. That way I can kind of feel when all the pudding's dissolved. Something kind of new that I have just started doing with banana pudding is to add in just a little splash of vanilla. Just gives it a little bit more depth of flavor. Once your pudding is good and mixed up, I like to take a can of sweetened condensed milk and stir that in. That little addition to my banana pudding recipe came from a girl that I worked with years ago. I loved her banana pudding, and she said that was what she added that gave it the body. I like the body of this banana pudding. It's a little, it's not thick, but it has like some form to it. And I just love that. I love what the sweetened condensed milk does that way, and just the taste. Now I have an 8-ounce container of Cool Whip, or any kind of whip topping, and I'm going to take about half of this container, and I'm just going to gently fold it in to my pudding mixture. Now this pudding would be beautiful made in this big trifle dish, but I'm actually going to split this pudding in 2. I wanted to share this with you. I got this at Walmart. I will see if I can find it online and I can link it for you, but it's the Better Homes and Garden. I remember that, but I've mainly used it as a punch bowl. There's a lot of different ways to use it. You can use it like a fruit and veggie and dip thing. You can use it, set this in here and make it a punch bowl. You could also cover it and do it like that. And I use it a lot like a cake plate. It's very versatile, and it looks like glass, but it's like hard plastic. So it would be beautiful in this, because I can't wait to show you what we're going to do with it. Here we go. Nutter butters, the secret ingredient. Y'all know Patrick is a peanut butter junkie. So instead of using vanilla wafers in this one, we're using Nutter butter cookies. We'll start with a layer of them. Let's go. Oh, I forgot bananas. Yo, I'm crazy. But honestly, who even needs the bananas? There. Now they can't feel left out. Now pudding. Okay, now let's do this. Let's go around the side with some Nutter butters. I just think that will make it really pretty. Not forgetting Mr. Banana this time. And y'all probably know this, but just in case you don't, you want to use, not a green banana, but some that are just now turning ripe. Y'all know how bananas are. They are going to turn brown in here, and the riper they are, the quicker they're going to turn. Now, let's get the rest of that pudding in here. And y'all, this ain't health food. It's not. This is a wonderful dessert to take and share at Easter or any holiday, spring, summer party, picnic. But it ain't health food. But feel free to customize. I hope you see that here on this recipe and any recipes that I share. Anything can be customized to what you want or to what you need. Ingredients are plenty now. Sugar-free, fat-free, all that kind of stuff. Let's see, what do we want to do here? Maybe go around with like half of the Nutter Butter. And let's just break up some little pieces if they will. They may not break up so easy with the peanut butter sandwich. Oh crap, I forgot my Cool Whip. Y'all, I'm just so excited. Okay, let's do some Cool Whip in there. Oh, that's beautiful. I didn't really like the way them Nutter Butters looked anyway, crumbled up. That'll just be a happy little surprise for somebody under there. Oh, that's pretty. That is really pretty. Okay, I know what we're going to do today. One time at Aldi, I found some chocolate-covered Nutter Butters for Patrick, and he loved them. So, let's just put a few of these little miniature chocolate chips on there. You could melt you some peanut butter in the microwave and drizzle it over that. I might do that for him when we serve it. I might. Now, in our peanut-free one, we're going to use actual cinnamon graham crackers instead of vanilla wafers. I don't remember where I saw that done, but I just saw it recently, and they said if you were not using graham crackers, you don't know what you're missing. Let's just put one of those in there for decoration. Then let's just do some crumbles just to make that pretty. We'll give her a few little chocolate chips too, and there our little allergy-free Callie can have a banana pudding too. Now she won't eat all this. Her sister, I think it's so funny, they're grown women now, basically. Her little sister would never eat peanut butter either. I don't know if it was just out of solidarity to be like her sister, but Maddie, she doesn't eat peanut butter either. So here is one for the girls.
Friends, I don't know where my head has been that I never thought about using Nutter Butters before, but let me tell you, this was a hit. We loved this. Patrick's went crazy over it. He even said it would be delicious with chocolate pudding. I told him I think he was just taking that just a little bit too far away from regular banana pudding. But it's amazing. You have to try it. And the one I used the graham crackers on was really delicious too. So that is just a tip in case you are ever out of wafers.
I feel like a news reporter. I'm in the yard. It's about 8 or a little bit after in the evening, and it's been a beautiful day, but it's been very windy, and we've had some bad storms come through. So our power's out. So there's, no lights inside, really dark, but there's still some daylight. So I just come out here to film. So that's why I'm in the yard. It's been a gorgeous day. We had an Easter egg hunt at church. Then after the egg hunt, me and my mama and Maddie went over to Knoxville to the Chalk Walk. It's part of the Dogwood Arts Festival. They do it every year, and they have all the sidewalk artists come in and have a big competition, and they do all the art on the sidewalks. It's beautiful. It's so much fun. Tons of people. But we got home, no power. So anyway, I hope you guys have weathered the storms well. Our hearts, thoughts, love, and prayers still go out to all those who've been affected by not only just the awful storms that have been going through, but just all the tragedies that we've had here of late. You're in our thoughts and our prayers. I love you. So until next time, I hope you have a beautiful week, a blessed Easter, and I send you love from my kitchen.